there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Lamh and Marriage Huntsville. You guys know why you are here. I hope you guys are someplace cool in this heat wave. What is happening? So in this video, I need to react to the one clip that was dropped ahead of tomorrow's episode that nobody's going to watch. I checked Carlos King's profile first to see if any Variety article came out saying that 5 million people tuned in this last episode that was a series high. Didn't see anything on there on his profile or on Variety at all, so I think we're good to go this time. No more scam, at least for now. So the viral clip that people are having various reactions to is basically, you know, Stormi's event, Stormi's Lovers and Friends event is, you know, it has everybody there, right? Except for Melody, Cherie Rogers, and I believe Scott's 1.0 and 2.0. Well, I don't know about 2.0, but at least the 1.0 is not there because obviously Letitia still feels a certain way. But nonetheless, Sunni and Destiny are on some we see each other type of energy and decide to go to a back room and have a whole on, you know, let's have it out, right? And so Sunni's whole thing is like, listen, I've reached out to you. I've told you the situation with me and Moses, and you, for whatever reason, chose to ignore it. Fine, but why go on these podcasts? Why do all these interviews instead of responding to me? Even if it's to cuss me out, why not respond to me, right? Why did you go to the blogs? And so Destiny was like, well, why wouldn't I do that? I'm a public figure. It's the delusion for me, you guys. It is the delusion. And see, this is where Destiny lost me, you guys. The rest of the conversation didn't matter because Destiny, here's the thing. How are you a public figure and we know nothing about you still? How are you a public figure and you have more smoke for this Moses and Sunni foolery than you do your ex-husband? Make it make sense. How are you on this tour of podcasts and you have time to talk about your ex-husband on these podcasts until you put another gag order on you, and you are utilizing these podcasts to, again, you know, use Mel's name for clicks and views and attention and latching on to her lives, and it's like we don't know anything about you. We don't know how you and your son are doing. We don't know if you're still, you know, living in suspect living arrangements. Are you squatting like Martell is? We don't know anything. Are you dating anybody or are you still hung up on this Moses thing, right? Because how can you date somebody or be involved with somebody if it's Moses? Right? Like what is happening, right? That's all I hear out your mouth. Moses, like make it stop. But public figure where? We know of you because of Lamh and Marriage Huntsville, but we don't know you, Destiny. And you've done the most interviews out of anybody in the cast combined, and I still can't tell you anything about you that I know, other than, you know, you took a crack at singing. We have the Madani, you know, salon lofts that you attempted that was never going to happen with Marceau. But nonetheless, the beauty supply store came and went. And, you know, we got a little bit of a preview of LeBaric, but he wasn't on the show much to begin with. You came on the show flexing, you know, trying to buy off your friends with, you know, designer bags and stuff instead of, I don't know, genuinely getting to know them to see whether or not you would click first. You seem to have it in your mind that buying friendships was okay. But then as we got to know you, we found out that you were Martell's friends first, which was a conflict of interest. Because basically you utilized your friendship with Mel to play Run Tell That to Martell so that he could, you know, organize his cheating schedule a little bit better with his harem, right? And completely disrespect his wife and completely continuing to break his marital vows, you guys. So Sunni threw some shade back as she was like, you know, what are you talking about, public figure? You weren't on the show anymore when you were doing all these podcasts. And I was like, thank you, Sunny. I was like, public figure where? I was like, the fact that you had to reintroduce yourself to the audience and the way that you made waves was because you did these podcasts and talking about your ex-husband, talking about Mel, talking about the Sunni and Moses thing is the only reason you're on the show. And so, nonetheless, Destiny's like, well, why wouldn't I talk about my public life on a public platform? But here's the thing, Destiny, I still don't know anything about you. I know very little information about you. And you talk to every single podcast in existence, and I still know nothing about you. So how are you a public figure, but publicly we don't know anything about you? Outside of, what's going on with your divorce drama with your ex-husband, but I'm getting more out of this Moses situation, which is sus to me, because it's giving, okay, why do we have so much energy for this? Because if this truly was just, somebody that you really have known for 15 years and recently was a friends with benefit situation and it was kind of on and off, why are we elevating it to like a committed relationship? Why are we elevating it to like this was a man you were engaged to, you were about to get married to and all these things? It's giving friends with benefits at best, you guys. It's giving, hey, when you are not busy as a flight attendant, you can come fly out to St. Louis and stay at the hotel while I go tend to my other significant other, and then I'll hit you up after midnight, right? Like, that's what the whole situation gave. So the fact that Destiny has more smoke for this situationship than she does her ex-husband is very concerning to me, right? And it's telling me that her values and what she prioritizes is not on the right path. Because I am not going to be embarrassing myself on national television and talking to an old entanglement who is now married and now going back and forth with the wife when it's clear as day you guys were never friends. And friends seems to be loose terms in Huntsville, you guys, because it seems the moment that somebody is insecure or somebody is intimidated by you or your success or whatever, then all of a sudden they flip the script. You're not allowed to be more successful than them. You're not allowed to pop more than them, right? So then they, start to throw shade at you and start to be two-faced and think that you're never going to find out. But this Huntsville, community is yay big and everybody talks, everybody runs their mouth, regardless of what they try to tell you. Everyone runs their mouth. So it's always going to get back to somebody on what the real tea is, right? And so essentially, Sunny is not, fooling with this explanation about a public figure, and you have time to ignore my calls and messages, but you have time to publicly air out me and Moses. And so Destiny is like, well, your title doesn't go away just because you're on the show. And so here's the thing, what title is Destiny talking about? Public figure, like on your Instagram page or like your fan page? What do you mean your title? What title? You were a cast member of Love and Marriage Huntsville. You were off the show. You were no longer a cast member of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And now you're back to being a cast member on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but you're limited in your scenes this time, even more so than the last appearance, because it is very narrowed with this stupid Sunny and Moses thing. That's the only time they're popping you in for scenes, or to be with Letitia and Kimmy and being messy about Mel. But outside of that, you're not interacting with the cast. And other than that, we're going to see some weird solo scenes with you and Martell. But outside of that, you weren't at Nell's party. You're not at the main event, Destiny. So what are we talking about, right? What public figure are you if we don't know you and we don't see you and you're not on the show? You're talking about the ratings were the highest when you were on this show, and you are nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found, right? Allegedly, when the 5 million the 3.7 million viewers of the L3 linear of the demographic that Carlos King is bragging about, you were not on that episode, and neither was Martell, you guys. So what are we bragging about? What is the flex, right? And so essentially at the conclusion of the scene, basically Sunni's whole point is, listen, you could have spoke to me one-on-one about the situation, and Destiny's like, I didn't have to talk to you, I don't have anything to say to you, right? And basically saying, you don't choose to speak with me or whatever. And Sunni called her the B word. and Destiny was like, I got your B. And the other reason I can't take Destiny seriously is this outfit she has on. It's, you guys remember the R&B group Sky from like the 80s? like what's going on? I'm like, are we about to go to a performance? What's going on with all the bling, right? And I love me some bling, but even I was like, what is happening, right? What does it have to do with anything? But I see people who are sticking up for Destiny, but I feel like you're only sticking up for Destiny because you don't like Sunni, right? But you're not, it's not that you don't like the situation, right? You're not even critiquing the situation of Sunni and Moses. All of the negative comments about Sunni are about her forehead, you guys. So really deep down, this isn't a situation that you actually care about, you guys, which is why I said I'm team nobody, because I feel like the whole entanglement in itself is sus at best. And there's too many missing parts. Nobody can get their lines right, since Martell said everybody's an actor. So therefore, I can't take anything these people are saying seriously because I don't have enough information to go on. Because I have somebody calling themselves a public figure, calling themselves a celebrity, and I know nothing about them. This is like if Beyonce, who is currently doing the mute challenge, was not rich and didn't have any money, but was claiming that she was successful and still, trying to hype herself up and all these things. But we know who she is, but we don't see the success attached to it. That's what Destiny is giving. She's giving Dollar General Beyonce right now, where she thinks she's the main character, she thinks she's the star, but she does not have the success to go with it. But thinks that she has the right to not share her life with us, and you signed up to be on reality TV. You completely skip a chapter with your ex-husband and your family and just go straight from, previously being a friend to Mel to being Team Martell completely, hanging out with a side chick as well at a rinky-dink cheesecake factory, filming the kids, knowing daggone well that Martell and Mel cannot be filming the kids. And, the audacity now to, like I said, elevate a friends with benefit situation, elevate an entanglement, and I can't feel any sorry for you. I can't, because you knew who Moses was when you got with him. You knew he already had a girl. He already had a committed relationship. So how did you think that something different was going to happen with you? Because you're Destiny, the flight attendant for Delta or wherever you work, whatever airlines, right? You thought you were special? If a cheater is a cheater, he's a cheater, you guys. And clearly Moses didn't respect you enough to look at you anything more than a situationship. And is it that he felt pity on you, that he still was giving you money after your entanglement supposedly ended? And how are you a public figure, Destiny, and how are you a celebrity if all these people have to donate money to you all the time? How are you a public figure, Destiny, and you cannot afford to pay your bills? How are you a public figure, Destiny, and most of the cast has loaned, well, I shouldn't say loan, because that's how I was brought up to say that it's technically a loan, even if it's from family, but I know deep down you're not getting it back. But nonetheless, that's what the respectable thing is, right? But it just feels like Destiny just takes from all these people and then plays victim and gets upset when things go left. And it's like there's something nefarious and shady going on that you keep getting into all these beefs with people. It's beyond the Sunni and Moses thing. Like, it's a very weird situation, right? And all of a sudden, because Kimmy and Letitia really weren't Team Destiny like they're trying to claim they are now, Kimmy never saw it for Destiny. But because it's an opportunity, she needs screen time, and it's an opportunity to bash Mel and bash Mel supporters and Melimeters. Now, I'm all about Destiny. Even though you were being two-faced, because then when you were in front of Sunny's face, you were like, well, I'm going to go with the wife. Of course you are, Kimmy. But you weren't always a wife either. So make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know that so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.